looks to explore a dark reality that lurks at night. The aesthetic was influenced by Dalco's own experience as a child, where he found himself terrified the entire time.
Welcome all to Ultimo GG. I'm Gus.
And I'm Jay. This is the latest quickfire roundup of our gaming intel. Let's get straight to it. Ahead of its official release in October, there appears to be a confirmed date for the open beta of Battlefield 2042. Thank God. The 22nd of September is the date being whispered by a number of credible sources.
Credible, huh? Well, credible is always credible until they get it wrong, of course. Luckily for you, we never get anything wrong, so fine. The mode is rumored to be based around squad-based missions collecting intel while battling against other player squads, and our all-time favorite, of course, those wonderful AI opponents who are always really good. On top of that, there might be real-world obstacles or in-world obstacles to deal with, such as weather events and other kind of variables, so that's cool. The beta is likely to run between 3 to 7 days, giving time for developer DICE to stress the servers ahead of that all-important launch.
Just stressing those servers out.
You gotta stress those servers out, man.
I just picture like one guy in the room like, they can't take no more!
Oh, Jesus.
It's like things are popping off the wall.
Gotta stress them.
Battlefield 2042 will be released on the 22nd of October for Xbox, PS and PC. Action-adventure game Lost Judgment is out later this month, and ahead of its release, Sega has revealed its DLC roadmap. Players who pre-order the digital deluxe and ultimate editions will have access to additional content at the launch and beyond.
That's good of them, that's good of them. Following the release in September, Sega will launch a School Stories expansion in October, which will be a boxing minigame, which seems a bit weird, but you'll also be able to take those moves to the streets with a new fighting style, which is kind of cool. There'll also be a Detectives Essentials pack available to those that do pre-order the game. As if that wasn't enough, an expansion story will be available in the spring of 22 that will add about 10 additional hours of gameplay, so lots of stuff to get your teeth into.
Yeah, they're really trying to get your investment there, obviously. They're like, oh, this is worth your time.
Yeah,
there'll
man,
be lots of things to do.
I appreciate that. Thank you, Sega.
For sure. Whilst the investigation element really isn't my cup of tea, to be honest, I'm very down for the combat, especially School Fight Club. That sounds hilarious. It looks really slick. Lost Judgment releases from the 21st of September on PlayStation and Xbox.
Continuing our love of dark games that we seem to be on at the moment, Martha is Dead is a dark, first-person psychological thriller, and creative director at LKA Games, Luca Dalco, has been talking about the game as it gears up for its release later this year. Yep,
the game is set in Tuscany during the Second World War and looks to explore a dark reality that lurks at night.
Okay.
The aesthetic was influenced by Dalco's own experience as a child, where he found himself terrified the entire time
yeah, like
he was
that.
there.
A dark thing lurking at night. World War II wasn't bad enough. Issues, serious issues there. Martha is Dead is scheduled for release on Xbox, PlayStation and PC later this year. Game Boy now, and Game Boy and Game Boy Color games are reportedly coming to the Nintendo Switch online service very soon.
Yeah, that's huge news. The service already has a selection of NES and SNES games, and Nintendo's obviously recognized that its past titles are still in demand and has hinted at expanding its service since the launch. Gus, give me your top 3 Game Boy games.
It's gonna have to be the first ever Tetris, because I got the Game Boy when it first came out. Good memories of that. The music still rolls around in my brain daily. The first Mario game as well was an absolute classic on there.
Fantastic.
And then I think probably, gonna go with one of the Pokemon.
You're gonna have to.
Got it.
Especially if it's Game Boy Color.
And finally, we've been waiting for it to happen, and it is now coming. The powerful eFootball is about to arrive. You are powerful! Still haunting me. The free-to-play Pro Evo successor is launching on the 30th of September. 9 teams will be available on release, including the mighty Flamengo and the very average at the moment Arsenal. Sorry that we have Arsenal fans out there, but you know it's true.
Harsh but fair. Players can play offline against AI or a friend and online across multiple functional platforms, which is a nice touch.
Yeah, it is a nice touch, man.
Further updates will be released in the autumn. Konami added that in the future game, modes will be available at a cost to build an experience that follows their interests.
I like the language, follows their interests.
Yeah.
The cost, here's the cost. I hate to say it, but I told you so. It's always going to cost you in the end. Okay, that's it from us at Ultimo GG. Hit like, add a comment, and make sure you subscribe. We will see you real soon.
Bye.